this is Relay for Life 2008.
Teams are having their members walk around the track to fundraise for money for research for cancer.
We're walking to raise money and also to show support.
I came here because a lot of my family has passed away from cancer.
I started doing Relay because my dad actually had cancer.
Personally, I have family connections that have died due to cancer.
One of my fraternity brothers, his mother has cancer, and the way
My name is Jenny Steinman, and I had Ewing sarcoma, and I'm now 7 years cancer-free.
I remember my first Relay was right after I was diagnosed. Went with a scarf because at the time I didn't have hair. All started back when I was in 8th grade. I had this dull ache in my hip that really didn't ever go away. Took it to the point where I was just taking ibuprofen around the clock because of the pain. Something was wrong that was, not normal. Didn't really want to tell that many people about it because I didn't want to seem like I was complaining about it. They had told me that it was either going to be one of 2 types of cancer or one of 2 types of bone diseases. And so immediately thought it was the bone disease because I would have known if I would have had cancer. I was diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma when I was in 8th grade, just finishing my 8th grade year. It was in May of 2000. It's a rare form of bone cancer. My mom wanted to tell me, and so she came into my room and sat on my bed, and the look on her face, she was like about ready to burst into tears, and so I knew. Hearing it for the first time was more shocking than actually knowing that it was cancer. It had spread to other places, so I was giving a less than 30% chance of survival. I guess what kept me going was one of the biggest influences was meeting other survivors, I think, and just knowing that they had been through similar instances and that they had made it out and they were strong. This was now just a memory for them, and I knew that that could be me. I did chemotherapy for 10 months and radiation for 6 weeks, and then a stem cell transplant. Since then, I've been cancer-free for 7 years, so. It began more that I shared my story with other survivors because that was how I found peace with what I was going through, and so I wanted to be able to help others achieve that same sense of peace. It's always good to be able to share what you know. I think it feels good. Because you've learned so much or you've discovered so much that it's almost a pleasure to share that with someone else. So well, I remembered being the patient and looking at my patients that I was now taking care of. I remember laying in that bed and having the nausea and having the nurse rubbing my back, and now I'm the nurse rubbing the patient's back. It's kind of hard to know that people are dealing with that pain and that hurt, but at the same time, it's good to know that I have the little tips that works for me.
Straight ahead.
And you get another perspective because you've been through it, so you know exactly what that patient's going to be dealing with. Not exactly, but more than a doctor or another nurse would. Really, my interest is looking to what can we do better, because I think that we've come a long way, but we can do better. Chemotherapy will be a thing of the past. I'm very confident in that, and that's exciting to me to know that, someday I'll be able to tell kids, oh, when I had cancer, it was so much harder, and we had to do this and that, and you got sick, and you lost your hair, and now all you have to do is take this pill. I think the first word is just proud. Proud that that's something that I have had, but I've overcome. To say that you've gone through cancer and you had a 30% chance of survival, but you made it. Once you've conquered cancer, it's like you can do anything.
Thank you.